welcome to Meowtropolis. I am Kat. Today we are going to be looking at the week 3 of the weekly Just Dance 2026 previews. It is yet again a 7 preview week, so I feel like Just Dance is releasing like one for every day of the week, even though it's all happening on one day. And on top of it, yet again being 7, which is the maximum we've gotten so far, I have so much to say, I already know. So if you look at that time signature and it's in like the time signature, isn't that for music? Time code, time thing, bar? If it says half an hour, I won't be surprised. If it says less, I probably forgot half of the things that I was gonna say, which honestly, I would not be surprised of that either. But all that to say, yes, we have a lot to get through this week, so let's get started. We have reached the point in preview season where we're getting repeat songs. So yes, week 1, we got the Apata Alt. I think it was called the graffiti version, which I gave 5 stars out of 5 stars. Absolutely, I loved it. I also had guessed that it would be a hard, and thinking back, comparing it to this one, it could be an extreme. I wouldn't be surprised. And so this week we're getting a different version that kind of matches the vibe of the music video quite a bit more. And my guess is this one's going to be the easy version. I always love when there is a hard version and an easy version, especially for like a more popular song, because it allows people who want that easier version to just enjoy the song and have fun doing it. And it allows people who want that more challenging choreography to have that more challenging choreography. And yes, that second category is me. So I'm just glad that we're getting both versions. I'm really happy about this one. It seems super fun. It was honestly, actually, of all the dances so far, the hardest for me to see. I think maybe there was just so much like graphically going on with the background that, or maybe my contacts are still settling because this is the first one. But I am going to give this one 5 stars out of 5 stars as well. It seems super fun. I can't wait to see the rest of the choreography. I can't wait to try out the rest of the dance. Yes, Rosé is my bias. Did I say that in the first video? I might have. I won't make that joke again. So let's just keep dancing. Yes, the trend continues. This is another repeat song. This one is the alt to the Good Luck Babe that we got last week, just in case I happen to be the only person that you're watching the Just Dance 2026 previews through. First of all, thank you. I'm flattered. But second of all, this is the only other repeat. There's only 2 repeats this week. After this, I promise it'll be new song reveals. And going back to last week, I remember, of course, I gave that one 5 stars out of 5 stars because I love the song. The choreography was fun. The concept was based off of Chappell Roan's VMA performance of Good Luck Babe with like the armor. And I talked about how I hope it all goes up in flames and we get something reminiscent of Happier Than Ever, where everything gets destroyed at the end. I also had guessed last week that it would be an easy. And I bring all of this up because I also said last week that I was hoping for an alt. And I was hoping for an alt that would give us more challenging choreography because I love more challenging choreography. And I think we went the opposite direction. I'm actually starting to think maybe last week's was a medium and this week is an easy, if not both of them are easies. I do really enjoy this week's. It's like the costume is incredible. The concept again makes so much sense with Chappell Roan. Last week, yes, it was inspired by a specific performance of hers. This one's drag, which is what the character of Chappell Roan is based on. So absolutely, it makes more sense than anything I think I would have come up with. But I am only going to give this one on my 5-star rating scale a 4 stars out of 5 stars, which that does mean that I love it. Just to clarify, 5 stars means I love this dance so much I could do it every day. 4 stars still means I love the dance. So this one's a 4 stars out of 5 stars. I am intrigued, like I said, to see what the rest of this choreography looks like. It does seem kind of like a really simple, easy, but those can be some of the most fun maps in the game. So I'm excited about it. Long story short, very long story short, I don't know how much I cut this down to, but I've been talking about this map for 10 minutes now, and we should move on. All right, so let's keep dancing. At the beginning of this video, I talked about how I have a lot to say about a lot of these previews. And if I'm being completely honest, this was one that I thought I didn't have a lot to say about. And here we are. I feel like I do. I've got a little bit I want to say. First off, to get the spreadsheet information out of the way, I think this is going to be an easy. Second, I'm giving it 4 stars out of 5 stars. Now, the reason I'm doing that is this map is so much fun. That choreography, we didn't get a lot of it, but it was all flowing and swinging, and it was amazing. And I always love when they do these older songs and they put easy choreography to them, because it means I might be able to convince my mom to play Just Dance. And doing that map, I was just like, my mom might like this one. So Mom, if you're watching, I think you'll like this one. It seems like a lot of fun. It seems like a really easy piece of choreography that I think a lot of people could have a lot of fun doing. So I don't know. I'm kind of talking myself into a 5 star out of 5 star on this one. Let's go ahead and split the difference. Let's give it a 4.5 out of 5. I definitely think it's an easy, and I am way more excited about this one than I thought I would be based off of watching it. But here we are. All right. Okay. I see what's coming up, and we are going to get serious for a minute. We're going to do the dance. We're going to talk. But just so you know, yeah. All right. Let's do the dance.
They call you cry baby, but you don't even care. Cry baby, so you laugh through your tears. Cry baby, 'cause you don't even care. Tears fall.
I want to start this section by saying I do not believe in separating the art from the artist, especially if that artist is still alive and potentially allegedly causing harm. However, when I look at something like this map, I see a lot of artists' work that have gone into it. You know, there's a choreographer, there's a dancer, there's a costumer, there's all the people who did the computery stuff that I could never understand. And so when I critique this dance, I am going to be focusing on that. And then we'll talk about the other stuff in a second. So first things first, the choreography, the dancing, were great. They were great. It was pretty fun to follow along. It was honestly more fun, again, than I expected just watching it. I need to stop judging how fun I think choreography is going to be from just watching it, because I'm apparently always wrong. I think in terms of difficulty, my prediction is that this one will be a medium. And then for my personal star rating, I am going to give this 3 stars out of 5 stars, because it is also like not really my favorite kind of movement style. It was fun. Did I fall in love? No. Did I hate it? No. So it's 3 stars. Now about the controversy, the artist who made this song. First off, I just want to reference Avery, or Little Siha. In her video, she talked a lot about this, and I pretty much second everything that she said. So go watch that if you hadn't. She talks about this map at the end. If you are unaware of the controversy with this artist, it's been around for a very long time. The stories have gotten convoluted, and I'll be honest, I have not really researched it myself. I've not dug into it. I am very, very, very far from being an expert in it. So all of that said, there are allegations of the artist causing harm to another individual. And personally, I am always going to err on the side of believing the survivor. And if you are here and you are a survivor and you are watching, I want you to know that you deserve to be heard, you deserve to be believed, and I plan to uphold that with the content that I create. So, my rule with artists like this is just that I will not be doing these dances in my content anywhere. I might do the dance in the privacy of my own home, but I'm not going to publicly do this dance. I'm not going to post it on the internet. I'm not going to give this person attention. And I'm going to keep this sort of thing away from this space where I want you to feel comfortable, to feel safe, and to not feel like I'm promoting anything that this person has been accused of. I think that was everything I needed to say. Like I said, go watch Avery, go watch Little Siha's video. I think she covered it even better than I did. And in addition to shouting out Little Siha, I do want to actually shout out another content creator here. And that content creator is Swoop, SWOOP. She is a documentary filmmaker here on YouTube who does a lot of deep dives into stories like this. She deals with a lot of really intense themes. And the reason I'm shouting her out is after she does these really intense deep dives, she often does a kitty palette cleanser. She's got the cutest little black cats, and she will just kind of help uplift the spirits with her little cats. And so here's one of mine. This is Lala. Her name's actually Lavender, but Lala kind of fits her better. And I brought her here because of all my cats, she enjoys hugs the most. Like, look at her. She's gonna fall asleep. All my other cats, they enjoy hugs, but on their time. Whereas she's like, anytime. Anytime is a good time for a hug. Ma'am. Can you at least be cat shaped? You don't need to melt. Come on. All right. All right. Anyway, we do have 3 more songs. So I hope that this has helped. Do you wanna say hi? Do you wanna say hi? Do you wanna get closer? No, she doesn't. Oh, hello. Hello. All right. All right, so let's continue. Let's keep going. We've got 3 more songs, and I don't know this next one. So let's see what it's like.
Like in the movies, our stories after the end, like strangers, perfect pretenders. We're falling head over heels for something that ain't real. It can never be us, it's just you and I. Think we got it up and at the tree, 'cause we got it pretty like a rock to be.
Now, I couldn't do that dance 100% full out because there was a cat in the way. And yes, she's still in the way. She's just sitting here purring and just looking at me. So the kitty palette cleanser is continuing. But this song, when I watched the previews for the first time, I thought this was going to be, there's like a TikTok song called Strangers. I thought it was going to be that, and then it wasn't. And so I was kind of surprised. I have never heard this song before. But I really loved the costume. Oh my gosh, I want to wear it. I love the colors of the map. And then doing the dance just now, it's so much fun. So I am giving this one 5 stars out of 5 stars. I think it's going to be a medium. It could be a hard. Honestly, I highly doubt it's going to be an easy, but maybe, no, it's not going to be an easy. It's not going to be an easy. But I do have to do a little bit of a lore drop here because the main thing of the costume that really caught my eye was the pants. And hang on, I'm going to put this away. Now, I grew up in the 90s. And back then, we used to do like yearly photos at the department store. So every Christmas, we would get all dressed up and I would get a picture taken with my brothers. And I am the youngest. I have 2 older brothers. And so for most of my life, my clothes would just be hand-me-downs from them. But I wanted to wear dresses. I wanted to be like a princess, but all my hand-me-down clothes were boy clothes. And the only time I really got to wear a dress, I got to go to the store and pick out a dress just for me, was for the Christmas photos. So every year, wouldn't even be a question, I would wear a dress. And then one year, I think I was like 11, 5th grade, is that the same? I don't know. We went shopping for our Christmas picture clothes. And of course, again, we were looking at the dresses, but then something caught my eye and it was silver pants. And I was obsessed with these silver pants. And I'm pretty sure we left without getting me an outfit, and my mom made me wait a week to make sure I really wanted the pants. And yeah, I really wanted the pants. So we got the silver pants. And then when we went to get our pictures taken, you know, usually pictures are like torso up. And I remember my parents talking to the photographer and being like, is there any way we can get the pants in the shot? Because the pants, they're a big deal. And so there's one pose where like my brothers are sitting behind me and I'm kind of like leaning over and my legs are like tucked up next to me. And that's the photo that to this day is still hanging in my parents' house. Okay, so, you know, at the beginning of this video, when I said I had a lot to talk about, you probably thought I just meant the heavy stuff from the last map. Nope, I meant silver pants too. We had to talk about the silver pants. Honestly, Just Dance, maybe that's the cheat code. You want me to love a map? Put the coach in silver pants. What was the map again? 5 stars. 5 stars. Easy 5 stars. And we have 2 more left. So let's get going. I think it's pretty obvious this one's gonna be an extreme. Okay, seriously, I actually love this map. I loved these coaches in 2025, and I love that they're getting to go on vacation and they're getting cute little outfit upgrades. I love that for them. I love that for us. It was a lot of fun. This seems like the staple easy map for Just Dance that I will not get tired of, but I won't want to do it every day. So I am giving it 4 stars out of 5 stars for that reason, but it seems like a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the rest of it. And speaking of seeing the rest of it, let's go, last song.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe where you can't see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree with the Christmas spirit. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling.
I think this one's gonna be an easy, and I did give it 4 stars out of 5 stars. It was a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be a really fun map to do. I am just hoping, I know that it's called Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. I am just hoping that there's no air guitar, because if there's air guitar, that's a whole star that'll get knocked off. So if there's air guitar, just pretend right now I'm saying it's 3, okay? But for now, I'm gonna give it 4 stars out of 5 stars. But I love when maps like this are included because honestly, I just start imagining in my head, like, yeah, somebody's gonna get Just Dance 2026 for Christmas, and then they're gonna be playing this with their family over the holidays, and somebody is going to be killing it at this map, and I just know that. And that just warms my heart. That's all. All right. So let's get into the overall reactions. At this point in preview season for Just Dance 2026, how are we feeling? Looking at the spreadsheet for just this week, we had a kind of interesting week in that we did have 2 repeat songs. We had 7 songs once again, but only 5 of the songs were new. Not a whole lot of big reveals this week. We had our Christmas song. We had a lot of easy choreographies. I think I could be convinced that honestly all of them were easy, but I do think a couple of them were mediums. And I rated mostly 4 stars. We got the alt of Apata that we knew was coming, and I absolutely love that it matches the music video. And then we got the alt of Good Luck Babe that I was hoping was coming, though it did go a different direction. But I'm still really excited that we did get an alt for Good Luck Babe because I love that song and it deserves more than one map. I'm still pretty excited about pretty much every map, and you know, silver pants. Silver pants. I'm so excited about those silver pants. So then about everything so far. Once again, what stands out here is a lot of easies. So far, I have only predicted 1 extreme, although I did talk about earlier, maybe Apata, the graffiti version could be an extreme. That and Drip, though, I think are the only 2 that I could see being extremes. I do have a really hard time judging extremes though off of a 30-second clip, because sometimes that 30-second clip is like the one part in the dance that kind of repeats, the one part that you can really follow along without like completely flailing. But we have not had anything below a 3-star rating since week 1. So we're still going strong. I also just once again want to shout out to the Just Dance team. I feel like this year so far, all of the maps have been easier on my eyes. I think they've been upping the contrast, or they've been like increasing the glow around the coaches, where just everything stands out so much better. In previous years, like 2025 and 2024 especially, I was having a really hard time kind of differentiating the foreground and background shapes and just seeing what was going on with the dancing. And so far, we have nearly 30 maps previewed at this point, and I have not struggled at all with following along with what was going on. And I said this in a previous video, but following along on previews is the ultimate test for me, because I have extra lights on because I'm recording. I'm on a smaller screen because my Switch is hooked up to the TV and I'm watching on my computer monitor to do these previews. So the fact that I can see them really well in these settings is incredible. And I don't know if they got that feedback from the community, but that was a big piece of feedback that I was repeating, and I see it. I appreciate it. So I just wanted to call that out one more time. Thank you so much, Ubisoft. Thank you so much, Just Dance, for providing us with these games every year. And I also have partnered with Ubisoft to produce this video. Some of the assets they have given to me as part of their Ubisoft Creator Program. So thank you so much again, Ubisoft, for that. And thank you so much for watching. If you are here and you are not yet subscribed, I was looking at my analytics, and apparently 90% of people who watch my channel are not subscribed. So if that's you, double check for me, please, and hit that button, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Last time I checked, I was only 25 away. All right, that was a long one today, so take a deep breath. Let me know if you had any thoughts on all of the stuff we talked about today in the comments below, and I can't wait till next week. Lala can't wait to sleep. She can't wait to go back to sleep. I may or may not have woken her up just to say goodbye, and she's... You okay? Her eyes are not open. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I wake you up but not enough to open your eyes? All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the flip side. And until then, happy dancing.